What's up, Christy? One Love Fellowship for Followers of Christ. I'm dry fasting. It's day 1. I feel kind of icky. I've been cleaning some in here. You don't necessarily know what it looked like before, so you don't necessarily know how much better it looks right now, but I have taken out 2 bags of trash so far just from cleaning off the top of her dresser. So I finally listened to the rest of the recording from when I took Loki to the dog park the other day, and I recorded. I left my phone. Something told me to leave my phone recording. So I heard my brother say, as he was accusing me of being the one who's trying to steal everything from our mother, that he had already accessed her bank account and used some of her money for his own personal needs without saying anything. And, he was just waiting for me to figure it out because he knew I was going to crap a brick. That's not the word he used, but it's ridiculous to me how you're going to sit there and say that I'm the gold digger as you're digging for gold. Like, I heard him say that I was just waiting for my chance to ask my mom for money, and if she didn't give it to me, I was going to get mad and leave again. It's like, no, actually, I was paying her back the money that she spent to bail me out and get my car and my dog and pay for the ankle monitor and all that crap. I had worked it out to where I was giving her $50 out of every check, and my goal was to have her paid off by my next court date. And yeah, I did intend to be gone well before Thanksgiving. I did not intend to be here through the holidays. I intended to have moved on and got into some housing of my own. But I have been on a perpetual waiting list, and I was working too much to have the energy or time to even deal with any of that. And I asked my mom if she wanted me to leave, and she said no, she wanted me here. But none of that matters because my brother can only fathom the version of me that he insists exists, which is all it is a projection of all of his own negative traits that he projects onto me so that he can attempt to be what he thinks, what he knows I actually am, I guess. What he's jealous of. That's the other thing, too. He said I was jealous of him. I've never been jealous of my brother a day in my life. That would imply that he has something or is something that I want or want to be. None of that is true, and it never has been. It annoys me that my mother always placed him on a pedestal while abusing me, even though he was always the abusive one and I was always the one who placed her on a pedestal. That was annoying, but I wasn't jealous of him. I actually felt sorry for him. I always felt sorry for him. It's the reason I've tolerated his crap my whole entire life. It's the reason I didn't go ahead and let him die when we were kids and he attacked me and I blacked out and retaliated and was choking him to death. It's just ridiculous. And to hear him say things like how I blew all my money and how I'm the type of person where if I won the power, I could win the Powerball $10 million today and be broke again tomorrow. And it's like, you don't even know me. You don't even know me. You have no clue who I am, and you don't want to know me. You don't want to know the version of me who no longer succumbs to your attacks, because everything that I did, every mistake that I made was the result of you intentionally projecting that energy onto me because you needed me to be a failure so that you could feel like a winner. Because that's how pathetic of a cowardly bully you are, Robbie. You're a coward and a bully, and you're pathetic, and I have never been jealous of you. Felt sorry for you, yeah, but I don't feel sorry for you anymore. And I've always known on some level that every bad thing that happens to you is the result of your own doing. It's the result of your own actions. You brought it on yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. 444. You deserve it. You did it to yourself because you attempted to force it upon others. Because you couldn't handle actually having to be the person you want to portray yourself as. So you had to attempt to drag everybody else around you down so that you could artificially lift yourself up. That's sad. He said, I laid here. He said, when I got pregnant, I laid here on the couch pregnant all summer long and didn't do anything. He's so full of crap. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I quit drinking, I quit smoking, I quit going out, I quit eating junk food. I went back to working in preschool. I went back to a position, actually a better position, a higher paying position in a more prestigious establishment as an early childhood educator. Literally, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I got on a waiting list for an apartment. It took a few weeks before it was available, but as soon as it was available, I moved out. He should know that. He was forced to help me move because my stepdad didn't trust me to drive the truck because I guess he didn't think girls could drive trucks. So he forced my brother to drive the truck to help me move. And the crazy thing about it is my brother was driving recklessly. He was speeding. He was blowing his horn at the people in front of him because they were driving too slow. He was blowing the horn and going 5, 5, 5, 5. Because I guess back then the speed limit out here was still 55 on the highway, even though most people were already only doing 45, which is what it is now, because it's what it should have been the whole time. Given the church and the schools and all of the businesses out here, there was no reason for the speed limit to still be 55 like it used to be when it was cow pastures. So I was concerned actually about the way he was driving because my stuff was in the back and he was being very reckless. He was being very rude, very condescending, and it was honestly a horrible experience, him helping me move. Because he's an arrogant tool. He is a narcissistic, arrogant tool. And he will never be the brother I've always wanted him to be. He can pretend in my presence because he steals my energy to mirror it back to me and to others, so he can pretend to be me, but he's not me. He is dark and demonic, and he always has been. And I'm sorry to say that like that, but that's the truth. It's the truth. It was 659. And whatever. It is what it is. But, for him to sit here and be talking trash about me while he's doing all of the things that he claims I'm doing, and I heard him also telling my aunt about all of the ways in which he lied, signed sworn statements that he knew were lies in order to get into the Army. He didn't disclose his medical history. He didn't disclose his behavioral issues. He didn't disclose the fact that he had a charge for domestic violence. None of it. All the head injuries, the broken bones, none of it. He pretended like everything was fine, everything was perfect. He had no issues whatsoever. Signed statements. Lied to the government to become a soldier. And now he's a leader in the military because everything is corrupt and everything rewards corruption. That's your leadership. That's your leadership. So, anyway, it is what it is. He does things intentionally to make things difficult for me and then talks trash about me for not getting anywhere. Think about the psychosis behind that mentality, to intentionally pull strings and orchestrate things and navigate things, to go behind my back and talk to people, to get people to go against me, to specifically turn my own child against me, to trash my relationship with my child after I already dug it out of the trash from when he trashed it before. Dug it out of the trash and rebuilt it by myself. And then he trashed it again. He does all of these things to keep me stuck in the mud. And then on top of that has the audacity to talk crap about me for being in the mud, even though he's the one who put me down there. And the thing is he can't handle the fact that he doesn't have that power any longer. He doesn't have that power. He can continue to do things. He can continue to pull strings. He can take money out of our mom's bank account and place a fraud alert on it so that I can't access anything, to pay a bill, to purchase anything that I need for this house, to do anything at all. Last night my aunt pretended like she found it. She pretended like she found it. She made it out like it was a big deal. And at the time I was super grateful because I had not listened to the rest of the recording. And even though something was telling me the whole time that, he was up to something, I thought, maybe not, because I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I want to believe in the best in people. I have the best intentions. I want to believe that others have the best intentions too. But something told me to go ahead and order some dinner and attempt to use that card to pay for the dinner that I was ordering just to see what would happen. And I was told it was fraud. And I was like, thank you for that information. And then I used my own card. And the thing is he doesn't grasp that it's no less fraud for him to have used that money to do the things he wanted and needed to do while he was in town than it would have been for me to use it to buy my own dinner that night. Just an evil, disgusting human being. Evil and disgusting. Truly. It's really sad and sickening. I feel bad for talking about him like this. I really do, which is messed up because if you heard the way he talked about me. But it honestly, it kind of breaks my heart, but at the same time it doesn't, because my heart's kind of unbreakable now, at this point, especially by these people. Because I'm aware of what they really think of me. I'm aware of how they really feel. I'm aware that they're constantly pretending and going through the motions so that they can attempt to take advantage of their connection to me and use it to their advantage while also hating me, which is insane. They're the insane ones. And 11/11, and they stalk me and they see these things that I post, and then they get upset with me for saying these things out loud, even though they don't grasp the fact that they're the ones doing wrong. Like, they're the ones treating me poorly. They're the ones going behind my back and pretending like they don't know, but yet they're so obsessed with me that they can't help but go behind my back and hang on every single thing that they think I say, whether it's actually coming from me or not, because some things that are online are not coming from me. It's insane. My family is completely insane. I am an adult orphan. I have no family any longer. None. So yeah, I have to sort through all of this stuff. I sorted through and got 2 garbage bags so far. I had to take a break. It was a lot. For now, I will continue to do what feels right in this moment until God guides me 12/12 to do something different, because I know this is not where I'm supposed to be. And the sooner I can get away from here and never have to come back, the better. So, anyway, I don't know who this will help or if it'll help anyone at all, but I hope it helps someone today. Just remember, you are loved. You are forgiven. You can be saved. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done or what's been done to you, you can repent, you can repair, you can be redeemed. Much love.